Hello and welcome to Belladonna. We've been sailing Belladonna for 5 years, almost 5 years now, with our two daughters, aged 12 and 15, and we've had such an amazing time. It's been absolutely fantastic. We've sailed all the way from England to French Polynesia, where we are now.
Yeah, we've had an incredible time. We've really loved the experience. And part of the reason we've enjoyed it so much is due to the boat. We chose the right boat. She's a Privilege 37. She is a really well-respected blue water cruiser manufactured in France. She has 3 large bedrooms and 2 heads. And one of the key features is she has a really lovely large owner's cabin forwards. About 20 years ago, we did a circumnavigation on a monohull. So after that experience, we had a look at a lot of boats. We had a really good idea of what type of boat we wanted, and the Privilege 37 and specifically Belladonna ticked so many of those boxes.
Yes, she's perfect really for our family. We're absolutely delighted with her. She really has the best of both worlds. Great liveaboard boat, really comfortable living, and also performs really well at sea, a really good sailboat. So yes, we're extremely happy.
Yeah, she's just the right size. She's not too big, not too small. She's got a really nice balance. So she goes really well, she goes fast. She has plenty of space for all our family. She is cost effective in marinas and haul outs. Another key feature is that because of her size, she sails really well single-handed. So either of us can sail her on her own. And that's a really important safety feature. The other really important thing we were looking for was bridge deck clearance. Having a reasonable amount of bridge deck clearance means she sails really well and smoothly upwind and downwind, which is very important.
Yeah. Yes, and I remember back to when we first saw Belladonna, neither of us could believe our eyes really. She was immaculate. She'd had just one owner, never chartered, and was looked after so well, and we've continued looking after her really well, and we hope that her new owners are just as delighted in her as we have been.
Yeah, we've just had an amazing time. But our daughter's now 15 and she's taking exams back in England, so it's time for some new owners to continue her adventures and hopefully have just as an amazing time taking her forwards.
So welcome inside to our saloon. This is such a spacious and light area, and you get the feeling of openness as soon as you walk into the saloon. One of our key criteria when we were looking for a boat was headroom, and my husband is 6'2", so this was really important to us, and this boat meets that criteria really well. And the sense of space is not only above you but also all within the room and round the table. We have easily sat 10 people around this table sharing food together, and my daughters and I and my husband do homeschooling together around this table. We've had many fun evenings playing board games, card games, and watching movies in this space. We really love it.
This is our navigational area. We have at the back here we have the ICOM VHF DSC system. We have access down here to the status of the fuel tanks, port and starboard, and we have in the centre we have the status of our water tank. Moving over here we've got the Raymarine radar. We also have a Raymarine multifunctional display. Down here we have the main switchboard for the boat, so we can turn everything off from here. So this is all our light systems, our heating, our autopilot. Over here we have the status of the port and starboard engine batteries. Down here we have the Victron display, which displays the status of our lithium-ion batteries. Here we have the status of the solar system at the front of the boat, and we also have a separate system for the status of the solar system at the back of the boat. Over here we have our stereo system, and we use that for playing music inside and outside, and also we link it up to our computer for watching movies.
So here we are in the port hull in our dedicated galley area. It's great to have this area just for the galley and for storage. We have a huge amount of storage up above and below the surfaces, large areas for preparing food. And over here we have our oven, which is a nice height, head height, so you can see how your food is cooking and it's easy to get in and out. Then moving along, we have our 3-burner hob. We have waste disposal here, and a fridge with freezer compartment. And then here is our sink with a lovely view out onto the water or wherever you're anchored or moored. And the ventilation is great. You have nice fresh air coming through here and the hatch above, and then if you have this door open you have a lovely breeze coming through from the bow. And what's lovely about this space is that you're really connected to everybody in the saloon. So whoever's here washing up or cooking can have conversations with everybody in the saloon, and so everyone feels connected. And then moving through, this is our wow factor for the boat, because looking from the outside of the boat you're not expecting a large cabin in the front, so it's always fun showing people this way. So let's go through to the bow. So here we are in our port bow area. This is our large spacious double berth, which is beautifully light and airy. Great ventilation that comes down through our forward hatch. We have storage in the cupboard over there, and then a surprising amount of storage under the mattresses there, which is fantastic. And then behind me we have the heads and shower, and more storage behind here. And then the ensuite sink area with, again, more storage. So here we have the port aft cabin, a nice spacious bed, 200 centimetres by 160, so plenty of space for 2 people, very comfortable mattresses, so good night's sleeps here. 2 side hatches which come with port visor covers, so even when it's raining outside you can have good ventilation. There's a hatch above and a fan at the end. And then moving over here we have the sink area with large cupboard underneath and shelving. And then on the other side we have shelving. So this is the starboard aft cabin, which is a mirror image of the port aft cabin. There's great ventilation again, and we also have warm air heating by Eberspacher in this cabin, the other aft cabin, the forward cabin, 2 outlets in the saloon and 1 in the port heads, which is great for when it's colder. So we last used it in England, but we regularly turn it on to make sure it's well maintained. Here we are in the starboard hull. We have a large amount of storage here, nice head height and nice and deep, and a combination of cupboards and shelves. And then again along this side, and in this one is the holding tank. So fantastic, lots of storage and also shelf area here. And we love the woodwork here. We get lots of compliments about the finish and the workmanship. And then coming along here, we come into the starboard heads. And at the end in the shower, we have the washing machine, which is absolutely amazing. It's really transformed our cruising life, being able to wash all our clothes in the washing machine saves hours, days. And we decided to install the washing machine in the shower area. Some privileges have the washing machine here, but we thought by installing it there and not fitting it in permanently, the next owners will have the choice as to whether they want the washing machine and where they would like it. And then in the heads here, we have a lot of storage again. Storage above the heads and below the sink, which is great.
Here at the helm position, we have a inboard position for the helm, which is really good because you feel connected to the people on board, which is a good safety thing. We also are very protected from the elements. So we have really good sun protection and protection from the rain while you're on watch. We also have really good visibility from this position, so I can see to all 4 corners of the boat. This is really good for manoeuvring in marinas and also for setting the sails or for anchoring. We also have a hatch, so we can also set the sails. We have a electric windlass to starboard to set the sails from this position. And here's the button here for the electric windlass, and also one on the other side. The hatch also allows you to stand up, so you can get even better all-round vision in all directions. At the helm position, we also have our autopilot, we have our wind instruments, we have our deck instruments. We added the solid bimini, which has been brilliant not only for protection but also for putting the sails away. We can walk across the solid bimini for zipping up the mainsail. We also have a boom crutch, and that's really good just for reducing the wear on the boom gooseneck.
Well, we hope you have enjoyed this little presentation. Andrew and Catherine are on board and are ready to welcome you to come and visit Belladonna, or you're also welcome to give them a video call on WhatsApp. Just get in touch with us and we'll pass on their details. The boat is very much for sale, fully ready and absolutely immaculately presented. It's in spite of its 37 foot, I think you've realized by now that it has a lot to offer and is perfectly suitable for world cruising. Belladonna also comes with a full survey report by an independent expert. This has been organized for the 3rd week of January 2023. The report will be available on request. Thanks for watching.